Well, George, aside from household projects and doing up your office, what's it been like during lockdown, and what's it like now that you're back playing football again?
Yeah, it's strange times. I think everyone can agree on that. Like you said, I've been doing a lot of work on the house and following the fitness coach and the sports scientist regime that they've had for us, which has been top notch. I managed to change the garage into a gym, which has been a big help. So I can tick over and do, your weight exercises, which has been a struggle for some people. But yeah, it's been a strange time, but back into routine now. We're into our second week, I think, and everything's going well. Yeah.
How good are your DIY skills?
Mine aren't the best, if I'm being honest. I usually get mates and stuff in to do it, and I'll just oversee it.
Well, your trophy cabinet behind you certainly looks top notch, I have to say. But have you missed playing football?
Yes, yeah, I think we all have, to be honest. That's why it's so nice to be back. We started off in groups of 5, which was needed, and then we all had the COVID test, and we're all back together now. So yeah, definitely missed it, but it's really good to be back now.
What's it been like trying to keep up with all of the rest of the lads? I mean, obviously you've got WhatsApp groups and whatnot, but it must be difficult to not see them for such a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest things, that you don't get to see your teammates much over the off season, so to speak. So getting all back together was nice. We got to see like I said, in small groups, which was good. But then once we all came together, it was really nice to see everyone and have a proper catch up.
And also to play football properly, I imagine was just nice to get back to that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we've been doing a lot of running and a lot of gym work and a bit of ball work here and there, but it's nice to be back fully on the balls every day. And yeah, it's such a good feeling.
I mean, we often say that you can't replicate match environments, but sometimes when you're just on your own, I imagine you can't replicate an awful lot in football at all, can you?
Yeah, I mean, you do all the fitness work you want on your own, but as soon as you're in that competitive environment and there's people you're racing against and people you're running against and the manager's watching you, it's completely different. So you can get yourself to a certain state, and then once the training actually starts, it goes up another notch, and you really feel it. It's really good.
And after a week back in I suppose a bit more contact training, with the tackles flying in, was it good to go up and win some headers and get physical again?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, the first week it was all non-contact stuff, a lot of ball work, a lot of fitness work. And then, yeah, the physical stuff came in, and it was nice. There was no big hitters or anything like that, which is always good. But yeah, it's good to get that contact and get into each other a little bit. It's good. It's been good.
So, it's probably a little bit too early to start thinking about the aims and ambitions for next season, but you guys obviously must have something in mind, and it's obviously going to be finish higher than you were last season.
Yeah, like you said, I think that's the key. I think looking at last season, we finished nowhere near where we wanted to. So overall, we can be disappointed with that. But you look, when the gaffer took over, I think the results came, but also the style of play improved massively. And we had some tough games in there, and we got some big results. So I think the aim going into this season is just to improve on that. We set a marker down with the way we were playing, and the results. So we set a high standard for ourselves, and that's what we've got to aim to be improving on. We want to go into the season with a clear style of play, and people call it the MK way, but it's clear to see on the pitch, and we need to improve on that. So the aim is just to get better and improve on last season.
We saw the defenders with the ball at their feet a lot more since Russ took over, and that was obviously something that you look pretty comfortable with.
Yeah, I think I really enjoy that. I've played many different styles, but throughout my time at Loughborough University and the youth team at Dons and different managers, I've played a lot with the playing out from the back and the ball at your feet as a defender. So it's something I really enjoy. I think it's the best way to play, really. And Luke and Russ, the gaffer, really nail it down in training, and they expect us to get the ball off the keeper and start attacks. And yes, it's a lot to take on, but it's something I really enjoy doing. And I want to improve on my individual performances last year, and playing this style really suits me, I think.
And I think Lee was playing more as an outfielder, really, wasn't he, at times?
Yeah, I mean, we saw some passing stats from some games, and he was higher than the opposition's highest amount of passes, which is pretty incredible. So, but Lee can do it. Lee's a special keeper with the ball at his feet, and I think he's by far the best in the league.
I think you're entering your fifth season at MK Dons now, and I know you've just turned 27, so you're not one of the elder statesmen, but you certainly are one of the more experienced heads in that dressing room now.
Yes, like you said, going into my 5th season, and yeah, I'm at sort of the peak age of my career, really, 27, 28, 29. I want to be playing the best football I can, to be honest. So yeah, going into the season, I'm really looking to kick on and have the best season of my career. Really, I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to really improve, and you know, I'm my biggest critic, and I think this season I'm going to bring the best out of myself.
You certainly seem like one of the more vocal players, particularly out on the pitch. Do you feel like there's a level of responsibility on you now as one of those players who have been here for such a while?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of my game is speaking as well. I think it keeps myself switched on, and I like to constantly talk on the pitch and on the training pitch. So it's something that I do, you know, to motivate others, but to keep myself, you know, firing on all cylinders. So yeah, and being here for a while now, I can help speak to new lads and really use my voice in the training ground and in the change room. So yeah, I'll take a lot of pride in that, and hopefully help the squad.
And at 27, it's probably a bit harsh to say that you're one of the elder guys in there looking around at all the youngsters. But there's certainly a lot of experience that you've got, both from your time at university, non-league, and working your way up, that you can pass on to these younger lads.
Yeah, definitely. I spoke to a lot of the scholars that got released. I saw, you know, one went to Loughborough, which I was really pleased with. So I reached out to him, and we've got lads doing all sorts. So I've been in contact with some of them, and it's something that I'm big on. You know, it's not all about your pro contract at 18. It's about what you do over the next couple of years to set you up, whether it's in football or not. So, yeah, it's definitely like it's something I can pass on to the younger lads.
We've seen you also play across that back five, and we've asked you plenty of times which position you prefer, but I'll ask it once more. Just which one are you? You know, where are you looking to lock down a position this season?
You know, like you said, I've played all along the back five, and I enjoy them all. But I really enjoy centre half. I feel like I'm at my best at centre half. I feel like I've put in my best performances there, and you know, I've had a few chats with the gaffer since he took over as manager, and I think, you know, it's something that we both agree on, and I think that probably is my strongest position. But you know me, I'll play anywhere that needs to be played, and I'll do a shift. And yeah, but I think especially in the way they want us to play, you know, the side centre halves are almost like fullbacks. I think, you know, the way we're going to be playing out and getting forward. So, you know, I'm happy just to be playing, but if I had to nail down one, I really want to nail down a central half position and go from there.
Nice one, thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Hi, George.
Hi, mate. You're right.
So obviously you just said that you're hoping to kind of lock down a centre-back sort of position. The team's just brought in Richard Keogh, quite an experienced guy, Republic of Ireland international. Are you hoping to kind of glean a little bit from him and his experiences as you try and transition more inside?
Definitely, he's you know, when they announced it, I was really taken back. It's a great signing. You know, his career has been top level. He's played internationally, and I think it was a great signing. So, you know, he's already been in the building a couple of days, but he's got a presence about him. I've spoken to him a few times, and seems a really good guy. So I'm looking to learn from him off the training pitch, and you know, in matches as well. And you know, I think it'll have a positive effect on everyone.
And obviously, if you're looking to move inside, is there a particular area of your personal game that you're hoping to kind of work on and develop?
I think, like Toby was saying, you know, Russell and Luke, the gaffer, and Luke want us to play out from the back a lot. So it's something that you need to constantly work on. So whilst I feel comfortable at doing it, I think it's something you can always improve on. I also spent quite a bit of time with Matt Wilmot in the off season doing some speed training. I think that can always help in everything really, in your sprint and your acceleration. So I've been working a lot on that, and yeah, I think those two things are something I can really keep working on.
And obviously, the team's now entered stage 2 of training. You're playing a lot more with the ball, and you had your intra-squad friendly last week. Any rust that you've had to shake off since it's been so long?
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a bit of rust, but it's mainly down to sharpness and fitness. And once that's back, is when you're tired. That's when you need to really concentrate on, you know, your ball work and your passing and whatnot. So it's about being able to concentrate when you're tired, and that's the key. So as you get fitter, you'll get better with that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.